Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a realistic eye, but also in a simple way. So as you can see, I've started to draw a very rough sketch of an eye. This is to get an idea of what we are going to draw later on. I usually draw rough sketches all the time before beginning an actual artwork, even if it's traditional or digital. As you can see, it's very rough. The eyelashes look very bad. So this is to get an idea of what we are going to draw. You don't need to do this if you don't want to, but I usually do it before every artwork. There is the eyeball. So the app I'm using for doing this is called Ibis Paint app. It's available in Play Store. The rough sketch goes into one layer, and then the actual outline goes in another layer. This is where you can draw the only outline part of the eye. So this is just a simple eye. You can just start from here if you want, and then again this is another layer, and then create another layer for the shading part of the eye. When you're beginning in Ibis Paint, it might look confusing. If you want me to make a video on how to handle the app or how to utilize the app, I'll make a video on it. But it is quite simple, to be honest. It has the colors, it has many brushes, and it has all the things you need. I've been using it for a long time for doing my digital arts. The brush I'm using here is watercolor brush. The watercolor brush gives it a realistic feel. It's not it doesn't look like a digital art at the end. It does look like a digital art, but it gives it a painting type of look, which is why I like that brush. Add another layer, of course, when you're beginning this step, and go in with the edges first. Create the shadow where the folds are with a darker color of the skin, and then go in a lighter color for the midsection. The midsection is usually a little bit highlighted, so I just used lighter color, and then for the edges I'm going with a darker color. For realism, it's always about creating depth. So the depth is created by using many shades of that color. It's the darker, the lighter, to give it shadow and highlight. That is when we can achieve giving that 3D look or a realistic look. As you can see, I've been adding more shadows to it. If it looks a little harsh now, don't worry, we're going to smooth it out. I'll tell you how to smooth it. But for now, it's going to look a little bit harsh. Just concentrate on adding more highlights and shadows and color to it. I've been using a little pink to add more realisticness. Then I'm smudging it. I used a smudge tool, which is available in the tool section of the app. You can use that smudge option to create smooth lines. So it has been smoothened. And then again I'm going for shadows more, using darker colors. Then I used thin brush to outline the entire eye that I've done before. As you can see, I'm outlining. And then I'm going to off the layer beneath it. As you can see, now we are left with this eye, which is looking much better than before. Use grays as well to create shadows. For waterline, I'm using pink and white. And then I'm going to outline the waterline as well. So here is the outer part done. Now let's go do the eyeball. Again, outline it. Simply just outline and then add shadows and at last add highlights. That's the thing you have to remember. The outline, if it's not perfect, it's fine. You can use the layer method as I said to get that perfect thing. There are actually tools in the app to create circles with. I didn't use one of them, but you can use them to create circles. And then again, here the technique I'm using here is I just created the space where the highlight goes, and I'm not going to fill the highlight outlines. I'm just going to fill around it and then smudge it again. I'm using various browns here as well to give that gradient effect to the eyeball. And then again smudging it, just dabbing it with the smudge tool. Take the black and completely paint the inner part, creating some lines. If you're wondering how I'm drawing this, I'm using a stylus. It's a tool which we can purchase, I think, from any electronic shop or online if you're interested to draw. I think with a finger it's a lot more difficult, but with a stylus it's easier to draw on your phone. And then I'm adding highlights to the eyeball as well. I recommend using reference photos while you're drawing this because the reference photos give you a little guide on which colors to use and what shapes to draw. And the important thing is there are no pure whites here. Even your eye, the white part in your eye is not completely white. So just add some gray to create that off-white color for your white part. This is how it looks without lashes. Add some more black to it, and then again I think add more highlight. Take a lighter black to first sketch roughly the eyelashes. Eyelashes are bending from within, like inside out. Just a bendy stroke would give you that effect. Clump them up. They're not individual, they're all clumped up. and then go in with a darker brown to pop them up a little more. So that's it. This is how I drew my eye on phone. This is not my eye, but this is how I drew an eye on phone. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.